So the last couple of weeks we're quarantined, it was Ramadan, and I really let myself go. I slept in a lot, and it was really hard for me to be productive and even like move and work out and do yoga. So I was feeling really low, and today we are resetting this whole thing. I feel really good today. I am so proud of myself that I woke up before noon. Tip number one, because I tried to film this video a couple of times and I wouldn't even wake up. Tip number one is to set realistic alarm clock settings. So last night I gave myself 7 hours of sleep, and then I set the alarm at 11. Because usually I would try to like wake up at 8 or something, and I did wake up a couple of times, but then like late afternoon I would just crash. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna go do, I'm gonna go get me some boxes, because number one, I opened an online store, so I haven't announced about it anywhere, and it's been going for weeks. A lot of people found out about it because I'm following my own, like I'm following the store and stuff, and they've been like so supportive, so thank you so much. My mom did send it to all of my relatives and her friends. I'm gonna go get some boxes for that. So that's what I have to do, because for me personally, if I'm not being productive and tasks start piling up on me, I get so stressed and overwhelmed, and it gets even harder for me to be productive because I feel like I have a humongous amount of stuff to do. So we're getting on top of things today. We are staying on track. That is fantastic. Okay, they do have the box I want, because I did go to their other branch and they didn't have any. So I swear to God, it feels like a sauna in here, even though we have these on. I am driving my mom's old car. All right, let's go. We are staying on track, guys, and that makes me so happy. Okay, now I'm gonna go photograph some products. It's kind of challenging to do all of this in one hand, but it's not bad. Sometimes my siblings would help me and they would like hold the reflector. That is very much appreciated, but I think everyone is sleeping right now, and I really hate asking for help. I need to get help for that. By the way, this is what I'm photographing. They're super cute, and I've got a fork in the palm. I only brought a little bit of forks. I think I'm more into spoons, so I think everyone is more into spoons. I'm gonna put them up on the store tonight, so by the time this video is uploaded, they are going to be on the store. Yeah. So I just took some like cool photos of them, and then I'm just gonna shoot them with like a white background, so the store is all like cohesive. Also, I got these. They are super cute. Super cute. I just want to find like pillow filling for it. I'm gonna photograph it just like this, so people are not misled to believe that it does come with a filling. I also got it in different sizes and different colors, just 2 colors. Okay, so I'm gonna iron those quick before it gets too dark. So Leanne had a project for school, so she got this, but then school's closed. So now I'm using it for like as a background for photography, for like products or for food. Okay, that was easy. The first time I started photographing the product, I was so overwhelmed and it was so hard. But now I just like know the dynamics of it, so it's like check. Okay, I'm really happy with the results for the forks and the spoons, and since Ramadan is ending soon, so I'll be like making more food during the day, and I can like photograph it with the spoons and forks and whatever for the store's Instagram. Is it just me, or do you have like TikTok songs stuck in your head and you didn't even download the app. It's crazy. So that took longer than I thought. Let me turn off the AC. I'm so happy with the photos. I'm so excited to edit them tonight and then upload them to the website, maybe on Instagram too. We'll see. I still need to do a lot of work for what I just did. Now I'm just gonna go sit with my family for a little bit. And that's the behind the scenes, the mess. That's why I wanted to get everything done today, because I don't want to create this mess all over again. So, because like my family were like waiting on me, but I was like, I really need to finish this before I do anything else. So I got this plant recently and it was so dusty. Some plants I can get away with just showering them in the shower, but some plants I do need to wipe the leaves, like this one. If you're wondering how some nurseries have their plants like super shiny, it's because they spray something on them, and that spray is actually really bad for plants because it blocks the surface of the plant, so it affects how it absorbs the light and all of that.
Are you ready for this? Can you see what I see? I'll make it clear to you. Work it out for me. Can you change what you see? Can you make me believe? You believe in me. I can fix you better.
Okay, sorry for the noise. The pool's filter is on, which made the photos look a lot better. Anyway, so I made this nice cream recipe to share on the store's Instagram page. By the way, I didn't tell that to anyone except like my friends and family. I drew this flower, but it turned out to look really good on the bowl. All right, let's go. We always make our sambusa in the oven. We never fry them, even the ones for the kids. And then these are my favorite. They're like, I don't know how to describe them, but they're inside of them is like veggies, tahini sauce, and lentils. And this is the secret mash recipe that I've posted a lot and everyone loves it. A lot of people made it too, and the feedback has been amazing. I never really worry about drinking enough water unless I'm traveling, but I don't know, lately I haven't been drinking enough water. So what I do, I line up all my water bottles in here. And no, do not worry guys, I am not hoarding water bottles. I got this one and then the rest I was gifted. Okay, so I got enough work done for the day. I was spending most of the time doing some finances, which, fun fact, I graduated with a finance degree, but I'm not that good at it. So I might ask my brother for help tomorrow. I hate asking professionals for free advice, but he's my brother, so. Anyway, so now I'm done with work, and to end the day, I'm going to take Teal Swan's course. I've been following Teal Swan, watching her videos for a very long time, and her videos have helped me a lot. So when I got the email that I'm gonna tell you about right now, I just could not believe myself. Anyway, so she released a self-love course, and it's not your typical self-love course. Her videos have helped me a lot in the past, and my friend actually already took this course and she told me that I have to take it. So now I'm gonna take the self-love course. I already took the masterclass. Let me show you guys. It's free on YouTube, you can watch it. And now I'm gonna start with the self-hate lesson number 1. And I already downloaded the workbook. Okay, so my camera died and I don't know where I stopped. Anyway, I'm gonna give you the full story. So I've been watching Teal Swan's videos for a very long time now, and her videos helped me a lot. And I always like share them on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and I do her meditations, and I really like her meditations. Anyway, so here's what happened. So the other day I got an email from Teal Swan's team, and I thought it was like, because I'm subscribed to her mailing list, so I thought it was one of those emails. But then I open it and it's like addressed to Sukkari Life, and I was like, what? So I'm like finding out big time right now. So I told my friend right away, and I'm really excited for this because I wanted to take the self-love course for a very long time, but I kept putting it off. I'm like, oh, right now it's not the right time. But honestly, like, it's never gonna be the right time if you keep putting things off. Now I'm taking the self-love course. I wanted to start with how to thrive in a crisis course first, but I don't know, something was just like telling me that I need to start with this one first. So they gave me a discount code, 15% off if you want to take any of her courses. She has 3 courses. She has the self-love course, and by the way, her self-love teachings, let's say, is not your typical take a bath kind of thing. It's very deep and it makes a lot of sense, and it's actually something that you can work with to heal yourself and improve your life. And then she has how to thrive in a crisis course that she just came out with. And then the third one is healing from sexual abuse. If you want to dive into any of these courses, you just put Sukkari in any of the links that I'm going to provide below. I'm going to provide a link for each one of the courses. And yeah, I cannot talk enough about how her videos have helped me a lot, and her meditations. So yeah, so this is very special to me. A couple of months ago, if you would ask me that if I like suffer from self-hate or if I don't love myself enough, I'd have been like, no, I don't. Like, I literally like was convinced that I don't even have that problem. But then like I started noticing the smallest things, and I've noticed that there's a lot of like lack of confidence, lack of self-love, and a lot of shame. The simplest, the tiniest example. When I'm driving and if someone on the street honks, I immediately assume that it's me. Even though like if I know 100% that I didn't do anything wrong, I immediately assume that it's me, and then I would turn and then it's like honking at someone else, like has nothing to do with me. Same thing, like if I order something at a restaurant and I don't like it, I would like immediately blame myself, like, oh, I probably ordered the wrong thing on the menu, instead of like thinking this restaurant is not that good. You know what I mean? And I noticed that from like not comparing, but like seeing my way of thinking compared to other people, and that's how I like started like noticing these things about myself. So I'm gonna go back to the course.
What I said is that self-hate is the ultimate coping mechanism. This is true for even the most extreme forms of self-hate. If you look deep into it, you will notice that the things about you that you hate the most are the things actually that your parents, especially whichever one you couldn't get enough approval from, hate the most. So let's say, for example, that when you were young you got shamed for being so sensitive. You're going to have an internal part of you that is a mirror, a perfect reflection of that parent, that is constantly telling you that there's something wrong with you because you're sensitive. And what that part thinks is that by telling you how messed up you are for being sensitive, by berating you for being so sensitive, eventually you're going to change to not be sensitive so that you can get the kind of love that you needed from the parent originally and now from the world itself. Or how many times it shames you for being sensitive, for example, it doesn't make you less sensitive, does it?
So I'm reading this book right now, Legends of Change, and so far it's so good. And by the way, I am featured in this book, but I still didn't get to that part. I'm a bit nervous to see what I wrote. One of the lady's stories, it's something that I was actually wondering about for the longest time, and it's about like how a lot of tourist attractions claim to be like, for example, an elephant orphanage or an animal sanctuary, when in fact they're only using animals to profit out of them. Most wild animals do not want to take a selfie with you, and they do not want to be petted by you or anything. I think there are some exceptions. I'm not an expert, but she said that you can go to the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries and you can see like if the sanctuary or the orphanage or whatever is credited by them and it's legit. So that's a really good way, because like for me, I really want to experience seeing animals like in real life, not in a zoo, because that's not a realistic or a humane way of representing wildlife. I really do hope that zoos zoos. Is that a word? Zoo is like our band worldwide. And she said you can also just email PETA and then they'll look into it and get back to you. So again, it's the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. There's a lot of people you might recognize from here. There are some people that I recognize and it was so nice to read their story. Some doctors in here, people who have lost a lot of weight when they went on a plant-based diet. A lot of them who reversed their diabetes, hypertension, and other like, there was one that healed her anxiety and depression. Now, an important note, that does not happen with everyone who goes vegan. So if you are vegan and you do suffer from anxiety or depression, please, please, please do not feel bad. You are not doing anything wrong. There's so many reasons for a person to be depressed or suffer from anxiety. Sometimes diet plays a big role in that. Sometimes it doesn't. It could be another, like something else. So yeah, just wanted to mention that because I feel like sometimes, I don't know, like for me, I did feel bad a little bit when I'm eating super healthy and I'm still like struggling with certain things. So yeah, all right, that's it for this video. I set up my alarm for 10:30 tomorrow. So that's what I'm gonna be doing these days. I'm setting it up an hour earlier and so I can get back to my 5:30, hopefully 4:30 mornings, because I really do miss those. Okay, bye.